Revenge films.
I got married 5 years ago. His father passed away when he was in high school. I raised him all by myself. It wasn't easy, but I did it. This is his mother, Blair. She has always bragged about how she raised him single-handedly. But she was a housewife. She lived off of her late husband's inheritance. At first, I just complimented her to avoid trouble. But things started to change after about a year into the marriage. Allie, you guys have been married for a year now. Why aren't you pregnant yet? There's nothing wrong with Bob, so it has to be you. You have an abortion in the past or something? What? She started sharing her wild theories with us. At first, my husband didn't take it seriously.
Stop it, Mom!
But son, I hear slutty girls have a hard time getting pregnant. Maybe she was one of them. You never know. And soon, he was starting to get brainwashed by her.
You're terrible!
He turned against me. But a few months later, I got pregnant. This made Blair very happy too. But 6 months in, when I told her that the baby was a girl, she got upset. She started harassing me again. Ugh! Wait, you're not cheating on my son, are you? Then she started coming over early in the morning to harass me. She stayed at my house all day long, waited for my husband to come home, and made me cook dinner for her. Oh, I'm just so worried about Allie. I was helping her all day. Liar! You just sat there all day giving me a hard time.
You're so nice, Mom. But you live pretty far away. Hey, I know. Why don't you move in with us? Once we have the baby, we'll need your help even more, so...
What?
It's for the best.
It was a nightmare. After she moved in, my husband got worse.
Stop making her do housework!
She never did anything around the house, but he defended her. I had to do everything myself, but he was never satisfied. And Blair only made things worse. Katie, Allie's daughter, was playing with my makeup tool and broke it. It was so expensive. That's why I wanted a boy. Girls are trouble. I bet Katie will grow up, find a nice man, and leave you two behind. She started making up stories to turn my husband against me, and my husband listened to her every word. As a result, he tried to get me pregnant almost every night.
I want a boy next! Got that?
I wanted to talk to my parents but couldn't. Mom was sick at the time, so I didn't want to worry her too much. Then one day, something terrible happened. She's a shaman. With her help, your next baby will be a boy for sure. She brought some sketchy woman to the house. My husband seemed happy to see her, though. Then, this mysterious shaman started staying at our house. She started performing strange rituals every chance she got, telling my body to give birth to a boy. I now had less time to do things around the house, but my husband didn't care.
What is this crap? I can't eat this!
Something felt really wrong. Was this some kind of trap? I started recording everything, just in case. Then, a few days later, I was on my way home with my daughter. Then she got hit by a scooter. I don't remember much after that. I just remember screaming her name. People who saw the accident called 911 for me. Oh, Allie, Katie, hey. The woman who ran her over walked over and took off the helmet. It was a shaman. Then she made a phone call. After hanging up, she said, "Oh, well, Blair didn't want a daughter anyway, so it all worked out, I guess." She was on the phone with Blair? Then Blair showed up at the scene right after the ambulance arrived. Then, as the paramedics were getting ready to take her to the hospital, she stopped them and said, "Hey, You should take care of her first. She's hurt too. She's an old woman. You should take her to the hospital first. What the hell was wrong with her?
She's fine. The kid needs medical attention right now!
Shut up! You can always have another baby. Treat the elderly with respect.
Get out of here! She needs to see a doctor right now! Move!
The two men at the scene removed them from the scene, and the paramedics finally drove off. And the good news was, my daughter was fine. She woke up on her way to the hospital. Her arm was broken, but other than that, she was okay. After that accident, Blair and the shaman got taken to the police station for some questioning. An officer came to the hospital to ask us a few questions as well. Then my husband showed up. He was panting. He came up to me and slapped me. I fell on the floor.
What the hell? Thanks to you and Katie, Mom got arrested! What are you gonna do about that?
I don't think he realized that my parents were there, along with some police officers. Oh well, too late now. My father was glaring at him.
I'm disappointed in you, kid.
He said to him.
It's not what it looks like! We all wanted her to have a boy, but nothing was working. Then we got this shaman to help us, but this is all her fault!
What's wrong with him? I didn't even know what to think anymore. Then I said to him, I want a divorce. I've been recording everything you guys have done to me, so you better lawyer up. I'll see you in court.
Divorce? Court? Screw you! I'm not paying you anything!
Then the officer in the room said,
Sir, I don't think you got a choice. And you just slapped her too. Ma'am, could you go get a doctor's note while you're here? It'll come in handy in the trial. And you're coming with me.
Then he arrested my husband for assault. I went to see a doctor to get a doctor's note right afterwards. A few weeks later, the divorce was finalized. My husband got charged with assault. The shaman got charged as well. They both ended up behind bars. And turns out, she was pulling all kinds of scams for years. She got charged for fraud, too. She was going away for a long time. Since my husband was in jail, his mom had to pay for all the damages. My lawyer handled everything for me. She paid me in full. She was now up to her neck in debt, but that wasn't my problem. She's never worked a day in her life, but now she's in a lot of debt. And she couldn't get a good job anywhere. She was 52 with no work experience. Today, she works a dead-end job night and day to pay off her debt. After my daughter was released from the hospital, I went to see the two men who helped me that day.
We were supposed to be patrolling somewhere else, but there was a change of plans. We're just glad we were there.
Thank God for them. If they weren't there, who knows what could have happened. After that, Katie and I moved in with my parents. Mom was feeling much better too. Life was good. I'm just glad everything worked out. Time to move on with our lives.
How was today's video? If you enjoyed it, please subscribe, like, and leave a comment. Stay tuned for more.